Hello everyone and welcome. It's Amy Bolton here, and I'm here today to talk to you about day one of the relationship challenge. It's so exciting. So anybody who has done their homework will this will be complimentary to that. Well, I have you on. I'm just going to make sure to share this with my group. So if you haven't joined my group yet, if you're not a part of the relationship challenge yet, be sure to join. I will include the link to the relationship challenge to sign up in the comments, and you can join that way. So if anybody hasn't joined yet, be sure to join, because it's very exciting, and it's it should be very helpful. So I'm just sharing that with my group. And if you're hopping on, feel free to say hi and let me know how you're doing. And let me know if you're part of the challenge, because just sharing to my other group, because I've got groups of ladies that are amazing. And if you are struggling with postpartum depression or anxiety, hi Madeline, feel free to join my group as well, because we have lots of support and lots of holistic things in there. So let's get started. I'm just going to bring up my notes because I want to make sure I cover everything that I'm planning on covering. So for the challenge, all of you that have joined, thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to be passing on this knowledge, because and all of that I have learned through my own relationship and through my own struggles postpartum. I know it can be really challenging. I want you to all trust in the process. So if you're a part of the challenge, and if you're thinking of being part of the challenge, definitely join and trust in the process. So I have, for 5 days, I've crammed a whole bunch of information into the next 5 days. So there's a lot of information. Those of you who have already done your homework, you may find that it was a lot, and it can be a lot. So just bear with me. I've crammed a lot of information into the next 5 days, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys get value and you get value out of it. And I'd be so happy if you come out of it with, tools to better your relationship. That's my ultimate goal, is I want you to have a stronger relationship, because I know how valuable it is to have strong parents in a household as a child growing up. And I know I looked up some of the statistics regarding children and their how they get impacted from divorce and from conflict in a household. And I know the overall result was that it's just not good to have that trauma going on, or not trauma, but that dispute and all this stuff going on in the household. The instability of a household is just as bad as divorce. So we want to kind of stop all of that, right? So as much as possible. Hey Molly, glad to have you joining me. So we want things to be better, right? So we want to get stop all of that negativity and make it better for the ultimate goal of our children and the ultimate goal of us being happier. So like I say, be very patient with me, because I've put a lot of information into the next 5 days. It's going to be a lot of information, and this is not normally how I would work with clients. I would normally work a lot slower and make sure that we are completed each step thoroughly before we move to the next, so that we have the basis of things before we move on. So if you're finding it's a little bit too much, it's okay. Just take your time, and that's totally okay, because I have crammed a lot of information in there. So that's the one thing I wanted to say. And so as a compliment to the homework that I sent out into your email, and if you haven't gotten your email, be sure to search Live Healthy, Be Happy, and see if you can find my email. Add me as a contact so that it's easier to find them. And then let me know if you haven't gotten the email. And for those of you who may be joining late, make sure to get the email. I will make sure you get a copy of it. So let me know if you're joining late so that I can get you a copy of the homework. This is very important. So I want you all to understand the basis. So as we're struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety, and as we are having more difficulty in our life right now, most of you are, never assume that your partner knows what you need. So this is a whole new ball game for you, a whole new ball game for your partner. Never assume that they know exactly what you need. I know this can be really frustrating, but if you're waiting to let them read your mind, it's never going to happen. They're never going to read your mind. They're never going to know what's going on in your head, right? So first of all, I want you to remember that is that your partner's not a mind reader, and they're not going to know what's going on in your head. And this is a new thing for them too, right? So we have to be respectful of that and reflect on that too. Realize that, as I say, this is a new time. Your partner's probably scared and overwhelmed too. And many dads, and this is becoming more and more common, many dads also struggle from postpartum depression and anxiety. More and more nowadays we're finding. And more dads are stepping up, and there's slowly, not enough yet, but getting more and more dad support groups, and more dads are talking about that. So be mindful of that too, is that your partner may be struggling themselves. So if that's something you're concerned about, it may be important for you to reach out for support for them as well, and mention something. The common trend too that I know happens is as we recover as women from postpartum depression or anxiety, what may happen is then your partner who's been holding up the slack for all that time, they may start to struggle and start to suffer. So it's something to be mindful of is they may end up struggling too. So make sure you reach out for support for them for that as well, right? So those are a few of the important things that I wanted to touch base with you today. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you're watching the replay, feel free to ask any questions as well. Now, the first homework step that I did, you can go and reflect back into the group, write your reflection down, and let me know how it was for you. I know I made you think about a lot of things, and let me know, was it hard? Was it easy? Let me know how it went, and let me know if you've got the email. And yeah, so that's about what I have for you guys today. And again, if you haven't joined yet, I will put the link in the comments. I will put the link to my group in the comments as well if you want to join that. And I hope you ladies are having a fabulous day, and I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. So I will be here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time, which is 8 a.m. Central Time and 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow, and definitely share this video so that others can learn about the challenge. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.